Flight control systems consist of primary and secondary components, each playing a pivotal role in maintaining aircraft control and stability. At the heart of an aircraft control system lie the primary flight controls: ailerons, elevators or stabilators, and the rudder. These control surfaces are essential for maintaining safe flight. Ailerons control roll, allowing the aircraft to bank left or right. Elevators or stabilators control pitch, determining whether the nose of the aircraft points up or down. The rudder, on the other hand, is responsible for yaw, ensuring the aircraft's nose stays on course. Together, these primary control surfaces grant pilots the ability to maneuver and navigate through the various flight conditions. Each of these primary flight control surfaces operates along specific axes of rotation. Ailerons govern roll about the longitudinal axis. Elevators or stabilators control pitch along the lateral axis, and the rudder manages yaw about the vertical axis. These axes and controls form the foundation of an aircraft's control system. Notably, the design of these controls is such that they provide a natural and responsive feel to pilots. At low airspeeds, controls feel soft and gradual, while at higher airspeeds, they become more robust, responding swiftly to pilot input. The movement of these primary control surfaces significantly influences the airflow and pressure distribution around the aircraft's airfoil. Altering these factors allows pilots to precisely manage the lift and drag generated by the aircraft. This, in turn, grants control over the three axes of rotation, facilitating controlled flight. Let's dive into each primary flight control. Ailerons. Ailerons are aircraft control surfaces responsible for managing roll along the longitudinal axis. They are located on the outer trailing edges of each wing and operate in opposite directions. When a pilot moves the control wheel or stick to the right aileron moves up, decreasing lift on the right wing, while the left aileron moves down, increasing lift on the left wing, initiating a roll to the right. However, this action can lead to adverse yaw due to differential drag and wing speed variations, causing the aircraft's nose to yaw in the opposite direction of the roll. Adverse yaw becomes more pronounced at low airspeeds, requiring increased pilot input for control. To counteract adverse yaw, pilots use the rudder, especially at low speeds, high angles of attack, and during significant aileron deflections. Coordinated turns involve a combination of aileron rudder and elevator inputs, with ailerons initiating the desired bank angle, rudder compensating for adverse yaw, and elevator adjusting for the angle of attack. Manufacturers have developed systems like differential ailerons and freeze-type ailerons to minimize adverse yaw. Differential ailerons involve raising one aileron more than lowering the other, creating additional drag on the descending wing, partially reducing adverse yaw. Freeze-type ailerons pivot on an offset hinge to create drag when control is applied, mitigating adverse yaw to some extent. These systems, though helpful, do not completely eliminate adverse yaw, necessitating continuous coordination of aileron and rudder inputs by pilots during flight to maintain control and stability. Elevator and stabilator. The elevator and stabilator are essential components of an aircraft's control system. The elevator controls pitch, which is the aircraft's movement about the lateral axis and is linked to the control column in the flight deck. Pulling the control column back raises the elevator's trailing edge up elevator, causing the tail to move down and the nose to pitch up. Pushing the control column forward has the opposite effect, pushing the nose down. The effectiveness of the elevator depends on various factors like stability, engine power, and tail surface positioning. A stabilator is a one-piece horizontal stabilizer that pivots around a central hinge point. Pulling the control column back raises the stabilator's trailing edge, pitching the nose up, while pushing it forward pitches the nose down. Stabilators can be sensitive to control inputs and aerodynamic loads, so they often incorporate anti-servo tabs and balance weights to enhance control stability. Rudder. The rudder is responsible for controlling yaw, or the movement about the vertical axis. It works by deflecting into the airflow, creating a horizontal force that opposes the current direction. For example, pushing the left rudder pedal moves the rudder left, altering airflow around the vertical stabilizer and causing the aircraft's nose to yaw to the left. Rudder effectiveness increases with speed, requiring larger deflections at low speeds and smaller ones at high speeds. Propeller-driven aircraft benefit from the slipstream, enhancing the rudder's performance. In contrast, the VTOL design combines two slanted tail surfaces to replace both the horizontal and vertical stabilizers found in conventional setups. These movable surfaces, known as ruddervators, are interconnected, responding to pilot input. Moving the control wheel causes both ruddervators to move together, while using the rudder pedals allows for differential movement, enabling precise directional control. VTOL control systems are more conventional designs and can be susceptible to Dutch roll, an oscillatory motion. While VTOLs offer some advantages, they may not significantly reduce drag compared to traditional tail configurations. A well-designed aircraft exhibits inherent stability, making it easily controllable during routine maneuvers. The types of stability and aircraft displays are directly related to the three axes of rotation. For example, longitudinal stability is associated with pitch control, while lateral stability pertains to roll control. Directional stability, on the other hand, concerns yaw control. The careful orchestration of these stability aspects ensures that an aircraft remains steady and predictable during flight.